Hey everyone, Tony here with Nerds Never Sleep, bringing you guys another Ichiban Kuji figure unboxing. This is an older one. This is actually from, I believe, 2020 that this set came out, and this is from that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Tempest Academy set, I believe it was called back then, and this is obviously the teacher Rimuru. There was also a second figure in the set called the cheerleader Rimuru, which was, obviously Rimuru as a cheerleader. And then its last prize was a white costume version, like a white coat version of the teacher Rimuru. So there were only two figures in this Kuji and a whole bunch of other small prizes. I actually picked this up at GameStop on their clearance rack for like $13, so I couldn't pass it up. And I do now, in hindsight, regret not getting Cheerleader Rimuru just because I think it's kind of hilarious. But I did pass on Cheerleader Rimuru at the time because, I was just like, I don't really need Cheerleader Rimuru. But Teacher Rimuru was definitely something a little different, something I don't have already. So I definitely wanted to pick this one up. So obviously this is from another Kuji that I did do on the channel as well. This was a last prize figure here. He's just out for decoration to kind of compare size differences here, because this looks like it's going to be a decent size figure, and especially what I paid for it. Pretty excited. So I've had this sitting around for a while, and it's just, again, one I grabbed at random to unbox for you guys today. So without further ado, I'm going to show you guys the box, and then we're going to take a look at what's inside. All right, so as you can see here, this is a pretty basic window box. Not many frills to it at all. Got a little drawing of the slime here. We've got the Ichiban Kuji logo, rather. Here on the side, we've got another window. And we've got another window on this side as well. Over here on the top, we've got our Ichiban figure, and that time I got reincarnated as a slime. And even the back here has it's very minimalistic. No real artwork, no nothing. Just a bunch of big empty space, and obviously the info about the figure. So this is a pretty minimalistic box. Nothing really to write home about. Just cool that you can actually see your figure that you're getting through it. So we're not going to kill time on this any longer. We're going to go. We're going to check him out right now. Alrighty, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut this guy open here. And he does have a clamshell, so it's going to get loud when I pull the clamshell out. Now, sometimes these boxes do, especially if they've been sitting for a while. Okay, not want to pop open, but this one did. So what we're going to do here is we are going to make loud noise real quick. Yeah, he's definitely scaled pretty good. So here he is in his clamshell. We're going to take our cutter. We're going to cut this clamshell open real quick. Now this one is taped on the corners, so it's not on the ends like most of them are. Pop this guy open here. As you can see, he's going to be just him and the base. So we've got just a clear base, basic, kind of blah base. Has a large foot peg and a small foot peg. And here he is right here, all in his little wrap. He's kind of holding a little piece of chalk right here. It's kind of cool. So we're going to unwrap him carefully, figure out where we're wrapping it from. Okay, so I was going to say I hate that the base is very basic, but seeing how the figure is himself, I'm okay with that, because it looks like what would be a base is kind of attached to him. So we're going to try to figure out how to pull this off, because it is wrapped. And I don't want to rip his coat or anything like that. So you have to be careful. You have to do a little wiggling here on the plastic. You don't want to wreck the figure, because they really did wrap him tightly, which obviously is not a bad thing. But you definitely have to be careful with how you're doing this, because there are pieces that can break. Not too terrible. And does his head come off, or does this just come off? So you have to be careful. They did wrap plastic around his neck, so you have to be careful not to break any of his hair. Just kind of a pain in the butt, because it's very, very, very tight here. And I'm already seeing like the hair is going to tug against it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to, there we go. Whew, that was close. All right, so the hair one is a little tricky. And here it is. It's really cool. I don't mind the base being plain because we do have literally a slime here on the back. So we've got a peg on the bottom of the slime and a peg on the bottom of Rimuru. So I'm imagining the big peg is going to go in the slime and the small peg is going to go into his foot. If I can see where I'm going. Yes, so that's how it's going to go. He's going to just peg all in there. And he's really cool looking, actually. So holding a little ruler over here. Part of the slime is still, his foot is still kind of becoming one of the slimes. The slime is actually holding like an eraser, and he's got his chalk out. So this looks like it's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to bring you guys in, as always, and let you guys take a closer look at him right now. So as we're going to go free camera here. I'm going to give you a little 360 look at him. Looks really cool, actually. I'm not regretting my purchase. That's for sure. This is a very detailed figure. It looks really good. And again, it's definitely a different style Rimuru than what you get with your normal prize figures. So you can see he's got all the little details inside the slime. He's got his little teacher's tools, his straight edge, his ruler, whatever you want to call it. I forget what those things are called. It's been a long time since I've been in school. His eraser and his chalk. So I'm going to bring you guys in close and let you guys get a little closer view. I do like how the slime is kind of shiny. They did give it a shiny tone to the paint. It's very cool. So I'll bring you guys in and you can check it out. Closer look. So as you can see, the details are there. I mean, his shoelaces, the little details in his little penny loafers there look really good. The paint is very, very on point. Again, you can see right here where the foot is kind of still coming out of the slime. So that's a cool little detail that they added. And as you can see here with the slime, he's holding himself a little eraser right here for his chalkboard. Got another little piece of the slime kind of coming out here. It does look very organic, very much like a slime. So I like that they did this. It looks really cool. Adding all this stuff right here kind of makes a little more effect to it. We'll go back here. We'll show his little his cuffed up pants and his coat. So again, looks pretty good. He's got his little light purple kind of doublet right here with his tie. He's holding on to his chalk. The hair looks really good. The face is very, very well done on this one. I like it a lot. He looks good. And as you can see here, there is actually kind of a part where his hair is supposed to stay in there. But when you pull out that plastic, it did make a little scrape there. So be careful, as I said, with that. The hair is done really well. It's got different shades of blue and tones of blue. I go back here to his coat. He's kind of got the belt undone, and it's kind of just flowing there in the background. Looks really good. And yeah, they definitely did a really good job with this one. It's definitely a side of Rimuru we don't see figures of very often, and I think he looks very, very good. I'm very impressed by this one. Here's just a little quick shot of him with the samurai costume Rimuru. So as you can see, definitely scales larger. Stands taller, and then also, I mean, the head is a bigger head too. So he's definitely a larger scale than some of the newer Kuji figures. So definitely get your money's worth out of this one if you can find him around anymore. All right, so that's it for another one of these pretty quick unboxings of yet another Ichiban Kuji prize figure. Now again, this was the Teacher Rimuru from the Tempest Academy series. Like I said, a couple years back. This is from 2020. This one released, so it was like late or mid to late 2020. So he's been around for a while. So don't know what the aftermarket is on this piece. Like I said, I know for the longest time GameStop had these on clearance for anywhere from $12 to $20. So that's where I picked mine up. It's always pretty decent to go and check out what they've got on clearance over there, even on their website, especially now that they do all these collectibles. So just, for the future, if you guys are looking for prize figures, don't snooze on GameStop. They get a lot of them. So all in all, I mean, I'm very impressed with this one. I wasn't expecting much. It's probably why I never bought it when it came out. but he did come out very good. I like all the little details in his suit and everything else, his little penny loafers. The fact that he's got all the kind of teacher's things, his ruler, his chalk, his eraser, everything's kind of there being handed to him by the slime. I like that. It kind of makes up for the very unimpressive base that these all do come on typically. At least even with this one, it has a plain black base, but if you look at my video, it actually has slime prints all over it. So just a little bit of flair added to that plain black base, just having something stamped on it. Even this, if we had just something stamped onto it or something, it would kind of just add a little bit to it, but that's the way it is with most prize figures. So all in all, I mean, I'm going to recommend him to anybody, obviously, who's a fan of Rimuru, because this is a different take collectibles-wise. I don't think I've seen any other teacher ones. I know the newest Kuji that I actually have coming is student versions of everybody. So it's a student Rimuru, student Shuna, and a student Milim. So pretty excited for those, and now I can pair them up actually with teacher Rimuru. So that's actually kind of cool. But yeah, I definitely recommend finding him, tracking him down if you guys can, because he is a very different looking piece than especially everything I've highlighted here on the channel. Most of the Rimurus I highlight are his demon form, his battle form, his his early on, costumes that he wore, stuff like that. So this actually stands out in your slime collection as something that's just kind of a little bit different. All in all, I think he's done really well. I think the paint is good on him. Obviously, the scuff that is on him was from me pulling that plastic off. That's why I told you guys, full disclosure, that plastic, be careful when you pull it off, because if it pulls that hair, it's going to cause a scuff. But yeah, the sculpt is really good. I love it. The face, they did a great job. And that's one of the biggest things about Rimuru, is you kind of have to capture that face, that kind of innocent look he actually has all the time. While also kind of making him a little feminine, but he looks a little bit masculine in this suit. So it works. It works really well. And I love it. I think he's fantastic. So I do highly recommend it. I mean, I'm going to give this one, as far as Kuji figures go and slime figures go, I'm going to give him like an 8, low 8 out of 10. Definitely could have been a little bit better, but I am still impressed with the quality of this one as well. So that's going to be it for this video. Tried to make it as quick as I could. I'm actually on my way out to a Comic-Con today. I'm going out to Terrificon at Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. And tomorrow on Sunday, I'm going to be at Anime Rhode Island, obviously in Rhode Island. So, or Rhode Island Anime Fest, whatever they're calling it now. It's a newer show. Pretty excited to check that one out. So if you guys are out and about, you guys are at those shows, you see me, say hi. We'll shoot the breeze as always. But until the next video, follow me on all the socials. Click that like button, that share button, that subscribe button. I'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone.